Hey, today we're looking at Green Lantern number 5. It's from October 1990. Another great issue. It was so enjoyable. Great cover. I mean, they got some really top-notch art back then. And it's just that you know that this was hand-drawn, not anything to do with computers. This was back in the good old days. The artwork is fantastic on the cover. It's beautiful. Return to OA. It looks like mine got cut off on the side a little bit because you can tell where, you know, when it was produced, there's like a slight part of the back. So, yeah, it was miscut on mine, but that's fine. I don't care. I got mine for $2 minus 20%, so $1.60. This was a while back. There's that demon sword again. But anyway, so he's on his way to Oa to rescue everybody. And on the way, twing, back again is the name of this comic. How? No. Are you all right, Mr. Jordan? No, I was falling and huh? What's going on here? So he wakes up and he's where Rose is, and she's like, you had something to do with it. Oh, so this wasn't just a dream. Fish heads, what? So they're going outside and see, they're still getting, like last issue there, they got transplanted here. So they think that these fish heads, which we know that they're like Tomari's family or species, they think they had something to do with it. So they're starting to fight them, and there's no translator between the two of them. But of course, Hal Jordan's ring helps him to translate between them. So he's stopping the fight, or I should say the slaughter, because those guys are really peaceful. But I always loved Tomari. He was one of my favorites. And I think Tomaru is later on, he's going to become a Green Lantern, which is cool. So this goes on for like a dozen issues I just thought about, because that was like issue 15, I'm pretty sure, that I read before this. Tomari, he gave his life for the corp. So they're talking to him, and he's basically like translating, like, look, they think that you did it, and I'll explain to him. And so he's trying to straighten things out. And I skipped a few issues there. Oh, and by the way, don't forget to watch The Flash on CBS Thursday nights this fall. That was a good series, by the way. All right. He's like, oh yeah, and he's like, what do you mean we walked? We walked. And this is where Hal Jordan started to put it together, like, wait a minute. So you didn't just land on Earth or land on this. He's trying to figure it out. So he's going to take off to try to figure out what's going on. He's telling Rose, like, look, I didn't have anything to do with this. I'm going to get to the bottom of it. He's going around, he's saying, a patchwork world as far as the eye can see. Or as far as I can see is what he says. So there's different, like, you ever seen the comic book Convergence? Boring series. But it's kind of that concept. I'm beginning to think that Convergence is just basically a copy of this, sort of. But this is taking different cities from different worlds. Convergence was taking it from different multiverses, whatever. This is also interesting. Why is he making a bubble on his head? He flies through space without any air, with a thin layer of, you know, this on him. Why would he need a bubble right there? But hey, whatever. It's okay. It just adds to the effect that he's underwater or in an extremely dense cloud. I don't know quite. He's talking about how this is really unusual because it's not just like these cities are from different places that are very much the same. They have different gravitational forces, different atmospheres, different gravitations. So he's like, how much energy is it taking to hold this stuff together? Because there's just no way you can sustain all these different life forms on one solid planet. Yeah, it's just really strange. And there's Viper. And then there's the image stones or mage stones. I don't know, that TSR Hobbies was really popular back then. I guess video games finally won the battle in that. I don't know. All right. And so he's trying to contact John. He's like, you know, going back and forth, talking to John and seeing he's trying to perceive what's going on. But while he's contacting him, suddenly this monster comes out of nowhere. He's trying to communicate to him and say, do you understand me? I mean you no harm. And he starts attacking him. I think it's interesting. It reminds me of the Herculoids whenever they shoot energy projectiles out of their bodies like that. Very cool looking beast, whatever it is. Wait, and he's not understanding because he thought he was getting through to him. You're only hurting yourself. And then he's also using yellow projectiles. And at this time, Green Lantern was weakness. He had a weakness of yellow. So I thought at first maybe it was a mama protecting its babies right there. But I think he just opened a can of worms, basically. Their projectiles are getting through because they're partially yellow. while he's fighting, the guy shows up, and he's the old timer is what's going on. So this whole time I was like, what's going on? Is this a figment of his imagination? No, it's the old timer. It's somebody that Hal Jordan has met in the past. Well, that whole timer has gone crazy, and it's probably because, and I do remember this, so it must have been in one of those special things, or they must talk about it in the past tense a lot, but I keep calling them watchers, sorry, all the guardians have gone off with the space Amazonians or whatever to, I mean, they look like him. Like, that would be me if I was skinny and blue. They went off with like these really sexy looking Amazonian space women or whatever, into a different dimension to cause a new race or something. I don't know. I vaguely remember this a long time ago. So this is one of the guys, I guess he was just too ugly to make the cut or something, because maybe that's why he's crazy. Maybe he's like, well, nobody likes me, nobody loves me, I'm going to make a whole world full of people love him. He's basically explaining to Hal Jordan, like, they understand you, but they're here to defend me, because he explained basically to everybody, he's like, if you fight for me, you live. If I die, the entire world dies, and that means everybody on the world dies too. So it's kind of like a fail-safe switch. Like, if you kill me, everybody dies. Isn't that special? So during the fight, he says, really, Hal, we're such good old friends. Let me make you happy. Your only alternative is to be dead. And of course, in this universe, people die and they're no longer happy, I guess. No. Are you all right, Mr. Jordan? God, I was falling, and Toby, Rose, how did I might have known. You slept all day, and it's almost like they've completely been brainwashed now. Excuse me. Isn't it a wonderful day out there? And they got football cards and everything. And then they got on a jet and started going out and working. He is one hairy dude, really. I don't know. I guess that's why people don't draw hair a lot, because it takes a long time to draw that hair. All right, so come on, Toby. Let's get working. And Toby is starting to see through things. He's don't you have homework to finish after this story, Mr. Jordan? Toby, if you close your eyes and then open them real quick, do you see something else out there, like a town instead of the hills? Come on, Toby. So they got the wool pull over their eyes, not literally, but almost. And so even Hal's falling for it. Pretty night, ain't it? Perfect. Maybe because I've got someone to share it with, and they're like just cuddling up on the porch and enjoying the night sky and looking at the beautiful moon. And I don't remember it being so clear. It's like it was newly made. And then all of a sudden he gets a jolt from his ring. You okay, honey? Yeah, I just got a static shock. Okay, I'll try not to hurt you. He's like, don't worry, I'm fine now. So now Hal can actually see the wool's been pulled out of his eyes, or whatever. He's seeing beyond the veil, so to speak. Now he's laying in his bed and he's thinking about this. I can't believe I'm doing this, but I have no other choices. Where does he say this at? He says something about he set something on his ring. What other choice do I have? So he's going to send off for, you guess who? Guy Gardner. I'd like to buy a Val pet. It's federal deficit, you bimbat moron. They shouldn't let idiots play this game. And then it gets even worse. I mean, his mind, he is such a perv. He's like, they finally get a broad dumb enough to wear low-cut blouse, and they don't even use the camera right. And then he's like, oh, let me see what's on the Playboy channel. And that's when he gets interrupted by Jordan. Use your ring, wheel me out. Listen closely, this is a strain. I can only do this for song. I'm here on Oa. The old timer, thinks he has me in a trance. But I anticipated him, and I planted a command in my ring to wake me up when his thoughts were no longer monitoring mine. So that's why the ring zapped him. Gee, Hal, you're so slick. Guy, listen. The old timer's gone crazy. I need you here. And if he doesn't, the Phantom Fighters will come and take him instead. And then they'll go play baseball. Man, baseball was popular back then, I guess. Thank goodness it's no longer a thing now. Oh man, that's great. Hal Jordan is asking me for help. He's like, I don't want to go into space. All those ladies out there, they have weird colors and stuff. I don't know. I kind of like green on a woman. So, never went much for the outer space stuff. He's like, well, okay. I don't want to go, but you know what? I can get these pages to separate. We have humidity at 75%, but it doesn't feel like it because we also got a lot of wind. I'll make him do something for me sometime, he's saying as he's flying off. And one of the things he told him is like, look, if you get here, I'll tell you how we're going to beat him, because there is a way to defeat him. And now he's like, now I got to figure out what that way is, because he is just bluffing next all together now. So that's going to be a good issue. Although, I probably should go in. It's getting a little chilly out here, but it's feeling good. But we got that way is the way to the beach. And there's actually cold air coming from that way. And I know it's maybe because the water is like 65 degrees. And today is above 65 degrees. So whatever. If you listen carefully, you can hear the ocean roar. You hear it's like... You can also hear birds. But anyway, wow, marshmallow delicious. Frosted the Lucky Charms, the magically delicious. I got the little figure to that. I love icons like this that have been around forever. All right. Well, hey, if you fold it, you can see something. I want to see what it is. Oh, it's just the Lucky Charms themselves. I thought I was going to spill something. So it's like the stars, the moons, the purple hearts, and probably some other ones, but I don't want to completely fold my issue. But I'm one of these people that this issue has already been, it's a little ratty, but it's fine for me. I don't want an issue that's too perfect. How do you guys feel about issues that are perfect? Because I don't care if there's creases in them and stuff. That makes me feel a little bit safer. Like I can read it without worrying about it. Every now and then the cats put the little paws on it. I'm not going to flip out about it. It's material possessions. As long as I can read it and it doesn't smell like pee or makes me have to burn my eyes like my car. I got a bunch of comics in my car right now that I carry around with me. And when I first put them in there, I was like, ooh, mildew. It smells like mildew, like they've been in the basement. But you know what? After being in my car for a while, the heat has really knocked that stuff out of them. So as long as I can read it without getting a migraine or sick, I'm fine. But this is a great comic book. I definitely recommend you guys pick this up. This is number 5. I also read number 4, and I got more in my case in here, like number 6, 7. I need to get number 8. And now that I kind of get what's going on, I'm starting to piece the pieces together. So it's okay to read things out of order, but if you can, get them in order. But when I was a kid, we didn't get things in order, and at least when I first started reading when I was a kid, I just read what I could. But then again, back then there wasn't as many things called arcs. Whenever you first started reading, did you have to read them starting with number 1 to the end, or did you just jump in and read wherever you could, whenever you could? I'm curious to know, because I know people my age and older, I'm pretty sure they're like me. They had to just jump in, and if you got number 17, you just read number 17 and was hoping you get numbers 1 through 16 one day. All right. Well, thanks for watching, and comment below if you've gotten this far, if you survived my babbling.